Hello and welcome back to Paris Games Week here on Games Radar Plus. My name is James and I'm here with Leon.
Hello.
Hello, and we have been to see a behind closed doors presentation of Wild.
Yes.
Now this is basically a game all about discovery and the player journey.
Yeah.
You can see 8 kilometres of land around you in your field of view when you're exploring the place, and there's not really an end goal.
Well, it's fascinating. So it's Michel Ancel, it's a Rayman creator, and so you play a shaman, and when you start the game, you always start in a different part of the world. And the mission that they showed off, a guy brings you a girl who's been bitten by a snake, and you have to save the girl, and you have to get a snake, take it to an altar. Not sacrifice the snake, you put the snake on the altar and this big snake god comes along and helps you cure this girl. But it's about sort of using your abilities, so you can possess animals and control them, you can sort of make friends with them and ride on a bear's back. And it's all about you sort of using your tools and exploring and sort of experiencing the world. They showed off a lovely kind of green, foresty kind of area, lots of grasslands, but apparently there's like mountains. You can see like icy mountains in the background. People start in different places, and there's a sort of a weird, non-specific kind of online presence where you will play, other people will be in your game, but it's not necessarily about co-op or competitive. They'll just be in your world, and it's up to you what you do with it.
Yeah, and basically the main point of it is these sacrifices of divinity. Like you do get different animals that you take to them, and the more that you use those animals, the more that progression path expands. You start off like just being friends with a wolf, and then eventually you can control a pack of wolves. If you like possess the alpha of the pack, basically, then you can take all the wolves off on not a mission, because there's not even a HUD or any markers or anything. It's just basically about doing what you want and telling your own stories.
They talked about using the game world to kind of like communicate to you what you need to do. So all the noises, for example, come from something. It's not just background noise. So if you hear
like
a certain
sound in the world,
so if you hear a certain bird call, you know that bird is there, and you can use it. And the animals are quite interesting, because they were saying it's not just about, you don't just possess a bear and go and attack some enemies. You could, in a demo, they possessed a piglet, like a little baby boar, and ran around. And he explained that you could use that to take the piglet around, attract the attention of a bear or a predator, and then lure the bear into an area you wanted him to attack things. You can use a rabbit to run around and do stealth stuff. Obviously, the eagle can fly around and catch things and get a good, eagle-eye view, literally.
Even the wild boar had a stealth mode.
Yes.
You went into a little creeping animation. Don't know what you use that for, but it does in there. Yeah, there's wild boars, there's rabbits, there's bears, there's eagles snakes. So there's going to be a whole host of
sheep
animals
as well,
in there.
I think.
Yes.
He said you could do something, if you could get like a control of a pack of sheep, you could do something with them.
And there is some form of multiplayer in there as well. It's a bit Bloodborne-y in the way that works.
There was something they referenced, So, one of the things that happens when you possess an animal, you go down on your knees, and you go into like a trance state, and you will be vulnerable then, and people can attack and kill you, or they can rob you as well. But there's no definite kind of goal about having to compete with anyone online or help anyone online. You're just there.
Yeah. So it's a cross between Mowgli from the Jungle Book, Don't Starve, Bloodborne, and No Man's Sky in the kind of exploration kind of thing. So that's our quick hands-off preview with Wild. We got to see a presentation from here at Paris Games Week. If you want any more of that, stay here on Games Radar Plus.